Football is a very well-known sport with the majority of people taking interest in the game. Football is a seasonal game with a very high standard set. Basically, football is a game in which two teams must defend goals at opposite ends to prevent a goal from being scored. The rules of football will vary due to the level of play, such as if school children are playing, then the rules would be simpler than if Steven Gerrard, a well-known footballer playing all over the world, was playing. So, equipment for football. Equipment is fairly simple for football. Professional players will have a specific team kit that they are required to wear, whereas young adults or children can wear lightweight shorts and a lightweight top. However, all players must wear a certain football boot, such as studded boots when wet or muddy to prevent skidding, or in conditions when the ground is hard, trainers may be required. They must also wear shin pads to protect their ankles and shins in case of a rough tackle. Players must also wear knee-high football socks to cover their shin pads. This is about all the equipment that is needed for a player. However, for a match, goalposts must be supplied, as well as corner posts and line flags. Finally, the main piece of equipment that is needed in a match is a football. And for a player over 15 years of age, they will play with a size 5 ball. However, anyone younger will play with a size 4 ball. The pitch. A football pitch can vary from 100 yards to 130 yards in length, and can vary from 50 yards to 100 yards in width, depending upon the level of play. The pitch contains the bylines, which are these ones here, which are located at each end of the pitch. The line halfway along the pitch, this one here, is called the halfway line, and this allows separation from the teams before gameplay. The centre spot, which is there, is 9.5 metres away from the centre circle, which is this circle around it. At each end of the pitch is a goal. So there. And this area contains a penalty area. It's this outer one there, which is a distance of 18 yards, and this allows a goalkeeper to know where he can take a goal kick from. In between the goal and the penalty area there is a penalty spot, and this is 12 yards away from the goal. The reason for this being there is so that if a bad tackle has been made in the penalty area, the referee can allow a penalty kick to be taken, and therefore the spot will show the correct distance for it to be taken from. Regulations. The general regulations in football is that a game has two halves, both lasting 45 minutes. A referee will control the game to ensure that all the rules and regulations are followed. Therefore, if injury happens in the game or something else to waste time, he can add as much time onto each half of the game as he thinks is necessary. Each team will consist of 11 players, leaving 5 players on the bench as substitutes, allowing the coach or manager to change a maximum of 3 players throughout the whole game. Okay, so now moving on to a video. So, a corner kick is given when the whole of the ball crosses the byline and was last touched by a member of the defending team. As you can see here, the goalkeeper hit the ball out of play to prevent a goal from being scored. Therefore, the referee will call a corner kick. A corner kick will be taken by the opposing team from inside the corner. The referee will blow the whistle, and then a team member can kick the ball and try and aim for the goal, whilst the defending team must be at a minimum of 9.15 metres away from the ball at this point. A free kick is given when a foul or misconduct takes place. So here the referee blows his whistle as an opposing player took the ball from behind another player's feet. However, personally, I feel the referee made the wrong decision by stopping play, as the player in fact did not make contact with the other player, yet he won the ball, therefore he should have allowed the game to play on. Yet as a free kick was called, all opposing team players must stand a minimum of 9.15 metres away from the ball when the kick is being taken. The player taking the free kick must wait for the whistle to be blown before taking it, and the kick can be a direct or indirect kick. Here, a goal kick would be given, as a member of the attacking team hit the ball out of play by it crossing the byline, as you can see here. As you can see, the player from the defending team left the ball, Therefore, the referee will call this a goal kick, and the goalkeeper would then be allowed to take his kick anywhere in the penalty area. However, the ball must be placed on the floor when the kick is going to be taken. Once the referee has blown his whistle to show that the game can restart, the goalkeeper can kick the ball to a player on his team to resume play. A throw-in is called by the referee, and it allows the game to restart once the whole of the ball has crossed the touchline, otherwise known as the sideline. For example, here is when a throw-in will be allowed to be taken. As you can see, a member from Brazil hit the ball out, therefore it would be Italy's throw-in. Now, before the throw-in can occur, the referee must blow his whistle to allow the player to throw the ball. The player's feet must be both planted firmly to the ground, and the throw must be conducted using 2 hands. A goal is given when the ball crosses the goal line. So here is an example of this. So the referee would then call this a goal. So the referee will blow the whistle and the game will restart from a centre pass. This is where 2 players from the same team stand in the centre circle to show that the game is restarting. They're allowed to pass the ball, but only when the referee blows the whistle. Offside is a rule that ensures that there is at least one member of the opposing team between a player receiving the ball and the goal. So here's an example of this. So the player passed to his teammate when the receiver of the pass was behind the last defender. As you heard, the referee blew his whistle. And the reason this rule is enforced is as otherwise the play will become boring, as repeated long balls can be kicked to a player stood near the goalkeeper, allowing an easy goals to be scored. Once this rule has been broken and the linesman calls offside, the referee blows the whistle and allows the defending team to have a free kick. This free kick can be taken directly or indirectly, however the opposing team must stand a minimum of 9.5 metres away from the ball.